Still suck.
Still 0.
That's perfect.
Yup, we're in there, baby. But one champion who doesn't suck is Silas, and he is the final pick of the draft here for C9.
That is actually, much more concerning. He is more susceptible to the ganks. Of course, he does still have cleanse, but could be pretty dicey. And they're going to look for a Blaze Olive.
Diplex goes in, flash into the twisted advance, Bramble smash for the first blood. But Blabber will die in response as the gravity well from a Blaze Olive's Victor
To chase him down and really punish him on the exit from that trade.
Diplex going in for the dive. Solos out a Blaze Olive.
And both those ADs were basically on perfect farm, right? There's no minions for the first minute and a half in the game. We were about 8.5 minutes into the game, and it was 86 to 81 CS, right? So they are farming nearly perfectly on that bottom side. Doing a
Revenge would have been able to find a kill there. I'm almost certain of it, but Fudge can walk it off. But now they're ready to try to turn it around back onto Revenge, who ends up having to spend his flash there. If Kenvi can get something, it'll be worthwhile. Goes over the wall, goes to the ulti, flash out from Blabber. So Summoner Spell for Summoner Spell back in mid. Diplex versus a Blaze. A Blaze getting the better of him here at the start. Diplex low. Fleshy coming around to try to help him. Diplex stealing away the Ash ult, but it won't matter. Immortals tie up the kills 2-2. Back up in the top side. Kenvi wants to get away, but Sven has given the wild growth over to Blabber. Not quite ready when they would immediately want to use it. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's not like they were immediately under pressure and Immortals were walking up as they were getting it low.
Yeah, it definitely can make a really big difference. If you're actually getting control, you spend your resources to chunk someone down, then all of a sudden they just walk into the river, grab honey fruits, walk right back. Now you're the one who's actually really being pressured, and Fudge getting very aggressive. Yeah. Flexing a bit here on Tactical, who's got to be careful.
Tactical and Fleshy both lost half HP to Fudge, and he just goes right back in looking for the kill, but he doesn't quite have the damage he needs to find it. Flashes back away as Sven keeps trying to support him, and Fudge grabs the kill on Kenvi. Now Tactical stuck in the alcove, and he's going to be the last man alive. It's a double kill over to Fudge. It's a triple kill over to Fudge. Spin that thing all the way around. A triple kill.
Out, then Tactical walks forward, starts autoing him. Maybe they were just saying, bait them in, but oh god. That one landed. That Ash ult landed.
Adios.
Throw something into the trash, and then you put your hand inside it, and you drop it.
And you just drop it in. I mean, hey, it still made it into the trash bin.
That's well, come on, bro. Not really, but I guess.
It's still in the bucket. Fudge gets slammed up into the wall here. Kenvi swoops in, but with Blabber ready to fire off his ulti, Immortals know they're not really going to find him here. Arrow hits from all the way down in mid lane. All right, Fleshy with a nice response. But unfortunately, no way for Immortals to follow that up. They can't engage on the Maokai when the Fed Jack is right next to him. The dive comes in. C9 brought everybody to the party, and they're still ready to keep on going. First turret falls. Blabber top lane. Diplex already using that stolen ulti. A Blaze feeling confident to run after him now with that taken care of. Uses the ulti himself. Chaos Storm will tick away onto Diplex's health bar, but unfortunately, just getting hit by both parts of the Q chunks the Blaze Olive right back with the same amount of strength. He has Kenvi nearby, so they should be able to still take the tier 1. And that will try to bring the game back a little bit closer, but for everything they take, Cloud9's looking for something else on the other side of the map. Blabber fires off the Maokai ult. Yes, it will connect onto Revenge, but it connects too late. He's too far behind his own lines. They don't want to pursue this and overcommit. Instead, they'll fall back to the tier 2, work to take that one out. Sven flashing away from the arrow of Fleshy. Minions will do enough damage to take down that tier 2. It is a
always there helping him out when he needs his lane to be fixed, and then gets that triple kill down on bot side, gets 2 kills when they look for those dives on top side. Now you can't even approach this guy. He's basically a
thing but challenging right now. They're in total control of Summoner's Rift. Fudge has no fear whatsoever of anyone. The cooldowns on the abilities get pretty low as that ability haste gets stacked. It's why I wanted to bring up the point about the Frozen Heart. By the time he ends the counter-strike, it's only 5 seconds away from happening.
Checkmate, pretty much, in this situation here.
Yeah.
Immortals not going to be able to answer bot, not going to be able to answer Baron. They're going to try to run down here and see if they can catch Fudge, but...
Yeah, they want to dogpile him. They realize that's about the only chance they have. Tactical pops the Sivir ulti there. With Kenvi providing the CC, Fudge is going to have... Nope. Nope. Wait, hold on. Fudge might just be able to... Never mind.
It's close.
Never mind. I thought for a second he was going to try to get all the way away, but then he just went back in instead.
This game is not about him.
Well, we've got the teleport showing up down here in bottom lane for Fudge, who will lead the charge. And there's the follow-up from Blabber for some of the CC out of the Maokai ulti. Fudge dropping the counter-strike on top of everybody, but he will be killed. Immortals are able to fall back and focus fire the Fed player on C9 and take him out. C9 still managing to achieve the force down on both the tier 3 turret as well as the inhibitor here in the bottom lane. Berserker is still alive.
It's Zeri time.
Can the Zeri find the kill? Yes, he flashes forward into the ulti. He goes on the killing spree, and he needs a little bit more. He should be able to get point where they need a Cloud9 mistake. This game is so far out of their control now, with Soul Point being Cloud9's situation.
He's just jumping forward on you constantly here. It's a 3-second cooldown on Leap Strike. You're not getting away from this guy whatsoever.
That's a little oppressive. Immortals being forced back from the tier 3 turret here in the top lane now. Fudge stays on the front line. The counter-strike expires. He has to get back away. He barely survives it as Diplex is going to be focused next. C9, they committed. They got the tier 3.
Yeah, they're trying to get the TP at the very least from Revenge. Revenge is trying to prep his Mega Gnar, and now he's going to TP in.
Berserker gets stunned up by the Ash Arrow, but now they're ready to counterattack. Here comes Fudge, jumps in, finds the stun on 3. They've already killed the enemy jungler, they've already killed the enemy top. They're gonna stop anytime soon. Fudge keeps leading the charge, and Blaze Olive has to try to kite it out. The Ghost might be able to get him away, but the Leap Strike is once again too fast. A double kill back to Fudge, and Blabber wants to run down the last man of Immortals. Ven and Berserker come flying in over the wall, and that'll do it. 5-0. 17-5 overall, the second triple of the game for Fudge, and C9 will walk it in.
Cloud9, a really strong showing here today. Blabber, I think, played a near-perfect game, setting up his lanes for success, really enabling Fudge to get through those difficult early levels, and then Fudge just started to take over, winning those team fights, getting himself ahead, and really becoming unstoppable.
C9 bottom lane duo also both remaining deathless by the end of this one. You talked about the quiet scaling of the Zeri.
For Maokai overall, so seems like Jojopyon's going to be another target, and we get another Sion pick. So.
I'm so sad Sion is back in the meta.
Heavily had Marshall
Both
like,
just inhale. Oh my god, I hate the Sion.
During this though, Evil Geniuses, of course, you saw the entire setup on your screens. They're able to pull the dragon, leash it out to the edge of the dragon pit, even though it is in vision. Being able to use tactical super rich or get a blaze super rich so that he can start roaming around.
Oh, revenge between a Scion and a hard place with Inspired upon him as well. First blood.
Jojo are on the way.
A Blaze Olive here for the defense, but they do have to be wary about being collapsed upon. Managed to finish it off, so even...
Nice little sweep here towards mid though.
Meanwhile, the rest of EG here to get the play on mid, Flashy over the wall, Flash and actually, and Inspire having to flash out as well with the wild growth upon him. Tactical getting low and in the center of Evil Geniuses. The rest of the team is here to try and punish, but it's a 1-for-1 trade so far. FBI getting himself the heck out of there, expelling all of his summoners before he can bring more damage. What a good swing from Revenge, but the Crocodile goes down. Missed chain lash from Jojo onto a Blaze Olive. He can dish it back as well, but now the retreat from the remainder of Evil Geniuses.
Yeah.
Training. I feel like Tactical's on that, but actually we get some action here in the mid as we have the Rift Herald dropped onto the turret, and ult for ult. The root onto Fleshy again, trying to knock up in response and Revenge. How much can he pull from EG right now? Jojo has to get out of it with the flash and more. FBI setting his sights onto a Blaze Olive who eventually pops in. Tactical in the center of all of EG once again ends up falling. Kenby knows that Inspired is on his tail, so Revenge was waiting on the opposite side of the pit to be able to hop on, and Vulcan now has to back up. Someday, EG, the rest of them just trying to trade the opportunity to get the last hit onto Kenby, but can't quite do it. They did get 3, though.
Yeah, Evil Geniuses, after the last fight, now knowing to chop somebody down. Nice little flash from Jojo, though. He escaped, got down low, flashed defensively to escape with his life, allow the rest of the members of EG to then push down, grab the kills, and get their rewards in the aftermath. I think from here on out, it should be pretty controlled from Evil Geniuses. And so, it's up to Immortals to disrupt that control that EG have over this game. And it's going to have to be some really risky plays for them to do that.
It shows how in passive territory, slowly but surely, Jojo locking onto a Blaze Olive on his top side. He knew that someday was coming in with a teleport. They are looking for the kill onto a Blaze Olive, who knows that Kenby is nearby as well, but there's not enough to be said. A delayed ultimate thrown out from Kenby, and the remainder of EG keeping their focus over.
Interrupted off his Realm Warp, and that's going to be very nice rewards here for Jojo. Solo tower gold. He is quite a rich Silas, and Flame as well, I'm assuming. Yep, there it is. So he's got the flat bend Silas going too. Now the Renekton's under attack.
You can see just how much stronger EG have gotten in recent memory. Revenge now caught in the crosshairs of multiple. A bit of that sustain working out for him, but can't finish anything off. Just look at EG looking so strong.
Finish it off and get some gold, but he couldn't even finish the cannon minion. So rough there for Immortal.
Oh, a little bit of a face-off. FBI coming in hard with the ultimate in tow. Dredge line directly on him, and Inspire tries to separate the entirety of this fight. Knock up and more onto Nautilus. Fleshy goes down. FBI, the subject of the wild growth, once more hops back over that window in which a surprise realm warp or something can be impactful is closing.
Ooh, and I was hoping that Ablaze, for Immortal's sake, would be able to get the local gold. And so they don't get the local gold off of it, but they do get it at least 50 gold per member of the team, and he's still...
Oh, flash back on the attack. EG won't stop that. Ablaze Olive goes down.
Actually, the Grump is dead. I don't even know. Baron, though, is under attack. Immortals, pray!
EG on it. Jojo over the wall. Into the center he goes. FBI ulting once again. And Fleshy still just the first to fall. Going into stasis. Jojo keeps himself into the fight. And Kenvi is the next isolated target. A big blast of damage onto FBI by Tactical. But luckily for EG, the Melees managed to put themselves into the center of the fight. Teleport coming in from Immortals. That's some heavy damage onto Someday. Passive ultimately popped up, and the rest of EG do retreat, trading one.
Aphelio's takeover in the defense of this Baron. It's a 4v5 for Immortals, so they're just gonna...
Way IMT in the vicinity, but most of them are located over towards the mid lane. EG very aware of that, burning down the Baron to get the Red Bull Baron buff in tow. And line attempt there on FBI, but it's not found.
Yeah, good Hex Flash look, but what's the punish look like from EG?
The punish is some heavy damage onto Revenge with a teleport right beneath his feet. And lockdown Immortals exiting over across Riverside. But look how fast Jojo is. Look how fast the rest of the team is. Inspired cutting off the rest of IMT. And Fleshy again separated from the squad. Into the pit he goes, giving his life alongside Ablaze Olive here. And Immortals are on the retreat again.
Yeah, looks like the rest of them will survive, but that is 2 in the dirt, and it's a Baron buff on EG. So you know it's just about how many towers can they get as their reward.
Looks like a tier 2 mid is one way to continue.
Immortals, even though it's a risky play, like those are the ones you have to do to get back in the game. Your only hope.
We talked about Vulcan earlier, how the shield onto Inspired was such good timing. We sometimes overlook the pressure of these supports as they go and make this pressure onto the bot side. Scion ultimate coming in, unstoppable once again. Multiple roots from Jojo. Revenge, Dominus activated, backing up towards his fountain. The knock up onto Someday and getting a lot of damage from Tactical, who throws out his ultimate as well onto Evil Geniuses. No kills acquired, and the squad as EG keep their focus over onto this top side now. Teleport ushered in from Immortal to try and give some assistance to Blaze Olive, but Blaze does go down, and Revenge looks like he's trying to stagger in as well. Can be coming through with the ultimate, gets the root onto one, trying to follow up onto multiple, but FBI is also into the later game, is also in a strong spot. Jojo point, they've been splitting them thus far. And Immortals, because they can't get into a position to extend into their jungle to establish the vision.
Full vision throughout the entire jungle leading up to the Baron, so Immortals will try and huddle inside their base.
Yep, Evil Geniuses finishing off the Baron to push their gold lead once again. Worry about purple.
Worry about purple indeed, because that cuts right through the towers. Inspired just kind of threatening here. Stolen ultimate will zone them out and
get the root onto a couple, and really EG, they're going for those objectives. They're getting the next inhibitor down on this top side. They had this cannon wave coming mid as well. Revenge having to swiftly rotate to match Jojo, who finishes off the tower. And now Revenge on the retreat. Evil Geniuses don't see any reason to stop applying the pressure now. Full team in effect, funneled under their turret, seeing if they can make the last stand. It's so difficult, though, when you have to worry about the supers. The double up of supers that's about to eventually be a threat, but that And then that inhibitor on the bot side does come up. They finish it off again. But Kobe, for EG, coming through with the dominance performance thus far. FBI into gold. He goes a stun up onto JoJo and more. But IMT, look at those HP bars go down, down, down again. Revenge, one more slap. A triple kill for FBI. Tactical and Fleshy. The bot lane, only one standing, but EG supremacy through against Immortals.